Hello everyone, today we are going to make a simple rendang ayam. Okay, what I have here is one chicken about 2.2 kg. I've cut it into 14 pieces and I've put salt and turmeric and marinated it. And after this we will pan fry, and the other things we will need is of course some coarse salt, oil, and what I have here is a big turmeric leaf. I'll remove the stem and I'll cut it to about 1 inch. I've got here 3 serai, out of which 2 will be blended and 1 will be bruised and put in the rendang. And here I have the Gula Melaka, about this much, 5 spoons of thick chili paste, some coconut milk, but that won't be enough, so I've taken also 1 small box. Kerisik, 7 kaffir lime leaves, cut it and remove the stem with scissors. 1 daun pandan knotted, 2 fresh turmeric, but this won't be enough. You actually need at least 3 or 4 thin ones like this. That is why I'm compensating with a lot of that turmeric leaf just for 1 chicken, because I don't have enough. Galangal, or what they call lengkuas, I will peel the outer black parts and then slice it, and I will blend it together with the fresh turmeric, about 5 kemiri nuts and about 7 shallots, and I will need more onions, so I'll add in 1 more large onion, just about 2 garlic. I will start blending the ingredients and cutting the leaves and bruising this. Hari ni aunty nak buat rendang ayam yang simple sangat. Saya ambil 1 ekor ayam, potong 14, dah digaram dan dikunyitkan. Taruh sedikit minyak dalam kuali, panaskan. Lepas tu bubuh ayam ni jangan lapik-lapik, jauh-jauh sikit. Bila dah macam setengah masak, saya terbalikkan dia. Itu saja. Lepas tu belah satu dah goreng sikit, saya keluarkan. Dan baki minyak tu saya akan gunakan untuk tumis benda-benda blend. Yang ini 5 sudu sup macam ni, chili blend pekat. Sini ada sedikit santan dari peti ais saya keluarkan, tapi memang tak cukup, so ambil lagi 1 santan kotak, 1 paket kerisik. Dan di sini ada 3 serai, 1 saya akan titik, 2 lagi saya akan blend. Dan di sini ada 1 daun pandan, 7 daun 5 purut, sedikit lengkuas ya, nanti buang yang kulit-kulit ni. Lepas tu blend dengan 2 bawang putih, 5 buah keras. Ini kunyit hidup saya tak ada banyak, so saya tambah daun kunyit yang besar. Bolehlah, dalam ayam pun dah ada kunyit serbuk. 7 bawang merah kecil dan 1 bawang besar. Minyak, garam kasar. Gula Melaka, put some oil in. I want it to get really hot because I just want to sear the meat. The reason being, once you cook it for a long time later, you don't want the chicken to break up. 2 other things I forgot to tell you. Among the blended ingredients just now, I've also added it like a small thumb size of ginger, besides all the other things that went in. And also I got ready a piece of assam gelugor. Put the skin side down first. Ni anti goreng hanya kerana saya tak mau ayam ni pecah-pecah masa masak rendang. So kalau kita goreng sedikit dalam minyak panas, tak perlu rendang dalam minyak ya bila goreng, sikit-sikit sudah, asal kulit luar tu dah keras dan rasa ayam tu akan bangkit kalau goreng macam ni ya bila kita buat rendang. For those of you who want to omit this stage, you can always do so by just adding the marinated chicken straight into the rendang gravy. Some people really deep fry, especially if you want to keep the rendang for a long time, say 2-3 days, then they would really deep fry the thing properly. But here this will finish within a day. Once you can gently turn it without fighting with it, do so. Kalau dah boleh angkat sikit-sikit, kita balikkan dia ya. Kita hanya nak yang kulit luar tu keras sikit. Kalau nak simpan rendang ni 2-3 hari, goreng dalam minyak banyak lah, lagi dia tahan 2-3 hari. Ni 1 ekor dia boleh habis 1 hari. Jadi aunty lupa cakap, dalam bahan-bahan blend tadi saya juga masukkan 1 halia saiz ibu jari ya, yang kecil, dan juga saya sediakan 1 asam gelugor, 1 keping. Use back the same oil, and don't be scared if you find that this oil is a bit too much or anything. Rendang does require oil. Ni aunty pakai semua minyak, baki-baki minyak tadi. Kalau nak buat rendang memang kita perlukan minyak yang agak banyak ya. Masukkan serai, putting in 1 knotted daun pandan and 1 bruised serai. At this stage, some people like to use 1 cinnamon stick and 1 star anise. How much gravy you want will depend on how much liquid you put in. And remember, this is not the ayam pencen or ayam tua. This is a normal chicken. It will cook fast, so go easy on the amount of liquid you put in. You can always add in a bit of hot water later on if you want. Add in all the blended ingredients first, because if you add in the blended red chilli, it would lose its color. Banyak-banyak air yang diperlukan terpulang pada orang masing-masing lah. Macam aunty nak makan ni dengan nasi lemak, tak perlu kuah banyak-banyak, bukan yang nak makan dengan nasi putih ataupun dengan ketupat. So saya nak sedikit, so adjust lah macam mana awak nak, untuk tujuan apa. Kadang-kadang kalau nak buat untuk orang yang datang makan rumah kita, mungkin kita perlukan kuah yang lebih sikit kan. If you're entertaining guests or something, then do put in a bit more liquid for your rendang, because everyone will take those little bit of gravy, so add in a bit more water. But I'm just having this for my household, so just a small amount of liquid will do, because I'm eating this with nasi lemak. We have got the sambal and everything going there. Stir fry this until fragrant a bit, and then add in the ground chili. Tumis sedikit sampai bau dia wangi sikit, baru masukkan chili blend tadi. So, sekarang dah wangi pun sikit, kita masukkan chili pisah. Already very fragrant. If you will see closely, this chicken rendang, the method will vary from the ayam tua that I did a few months ago, I think, because this one doesn't need much cooking with the meat inside. Just about 10 to 15 minutes will do, but you need to cook the gravy properly before adding in the chicken. You can start putting in the gula Melaka or gula nisan, whichever you have. And you can also start putting in all the leaves, the half of that daun kunyit, the other half are blended. You start putting all that in before the coconut milk and water goes in. Remember, the chicken has already been marinated in a bit of salt, so go easy on the salt. This is supposed to be a hot, a bit sweet and salty dish, but you can adjust it to your individual preference, how you like your rendang. You can always add the two spices I told you. You're going to add in the coconut milk. You will need, per chicken, for a proper rendang, you will need at least 1 small box. I already had a little bit, that is the minimum. I'm adding 1 box of this plus whatever I had earlier. So if you go to shops and they nicely charge you rendang by the piece, this is the reason, because it's the cooking time and the preparation and the ingredients. Okay, there's lots of different ingredients, and these ingredients, if you buy, just wash, pat dry and put them in the freezer for later use for other stuff, especially the daun limau, purut, sometimes even the serai. This is the color that I'm getting now. It will later change. It doesn't matter what the color is. For this dish, what is important is the taste. So putting 1 pot like this of water and put in all the chicken. Like I said, this won't yield a lot of gravy, but I don't mind it because it's for nasi lemak. Now I'll put in about 1 tablespoon of coarse salt. The assam gelugor will go in at this. What is left is just the kerisik. Okay, we put in half first and see, because the kerisik will always thicken the gravy, plus the buah keras will also thicken the gravy. I'm gonna let it boil by medium to low heat for about 10 minutes. Let all the herbs, everything combine together very well. Taste it before you add the chicken in, okay? And remember, the kerisik will thicken the gravy. So if you find that it has gone down too much, just add more water. Also remember, chicken will produce its own liquid. So I'm not going to add in right now anything. I'll put in the chicken so that there's room in here. Okay, boil this down, medium to low heat for 15 minutes. I'll get back. Okay, selepas semua dah masuk, saya masukkan santan 1 kotak, yang minimum 1 kotak lah. Campur apa-apa yang saya dapat dari freezer tadi. tadi, satu tupperware kecil separuh saya ada. Saya masukkan itu sekali. Garam kasar satu sudu makan. Lepas ni biar dia renih api medium hingga kecil 10 minit sebelum kita masukkan ayam. Tapi sebelum tu rasa kesemuanya manis dia, apa semua, apa yang perlu adjust masa ni. Tapi garam dengan adjust dulu sebab ayam pun dah ada garam. After it boils for medium to low heat for 10 minutes enough. Then you taste it, adjust everything before putting in the chicken, but do not adjust the salt yet. And then the kerisik also, I would add in the kerisik before adding in the chicken, because kerisik always gives a nice flavor to the gravy. Those days people used to put it at the end, and now they found out adding it in the middle will be nice, so we shall add it in the middle. Kerisik dulu-dulu orang pakai pada penghujungan dia kan, tapi sekarang orang dah mula pakai sebelum masukkan ayam pun. Rasa kerisik tu sedap dengan kuah kan bila dia masak lama. So kita masuk nantilah, sebelum ayam masuk kita masuk sikit dulu, separuh paket ke. Saya sudah rasa tadi dia okey ya, dia sebab memanglah bila kuah tak ada ayam lagi memang rasa dia lain macam sikit lah. Tapi sekali kita dah masuk ayam, kita dah boleh agak lah apa yang perlu, apa yang tak perlu. Macam aunty tadi rasa nak tumbuk lagi satu serai masuk dalam. I've tasted just now, it's okay. Like I said before, the chicken goes in, you won't really have the rendang flavor, but I can sort of guess what I will be needing. So I'm going to add in one more bruised serai and a bit more of the kaffir lime leaves. That will really enhance everything. And at this stage, I will also start adding in half of the kerisik, not all. You see how it goes because the gravy is already quite thick. Okay, I've added in 4 more kaffir lime leaves and 1 bruised serai, and now I'm adding in 1 tablespoonful of kerisik. We'll see how it goes. I've got a little bit more left here. We'll see what the taste is like later. Tadi saya masukkan lagi 4 daun limau purut dan 1 serai yang ditumbuk, lagi 1 ke rasa-rasa ni dalam pisang, tapi rasa kurang tadi, so saya tambah lagi lah. Dan kerisik pun nanti masuk dulu 1 sudu makan penuh. Ada lagi sikit tapi kita nanti tengoklah macam mana. Garam pun mungkin kena adjust, garam gula kena adjust lepas dia masak lah. Masak api perlahan lagi bagus lah. Api medium pun boleh lah kalau nak cepatkan dia sikit. I'm actually cooking this in medium heat now so that it evaporates a bit more fast, or it evaporates faster because it's already half cooked. Just make sure this chicken is sitting in the gravy. If you feel your chicken is already cooked and it's breaking up, you still have a lot of liquid left, what you do is use a ladle like this and take out the chicken pieces and cook down the remainder liquid if you feel like doing it. Can you see the leaves have turned color, the earlier leaves? This is what I like in my rendang. It will turn color even more later. Ya, orang lain-lain kan nanti suka daun limau purut, daun kunyit semua ni masak sampai lembut gitu. This stage I've tasted it. I've added in all the remainder of the kerisik in that small packet, and this is what it looks like. Okay, now I just want to tell you something. Can you see I've got this much of gravy now? I don't want that much of gravy for my nasi lemak, so what I'll do is just continue cooking. At this stage, if you want to add ajinomoto or more salt or your Maggi cukup rasa or anything, you can do it now. And never eat this straight away. Always rendang, the rule is when you make, let it sit for a few hours in the gravy before you serve. That is why when you go for weddings and things like that, they normally cook this earlier for Hari Raya and all that. They cook this very much earlier and then they just heat up on that day. So it's much nicer that way. Even for home use, don't serve it immediately. Okay, if you're worried of flies or anything, put a net over or just let it cool down under the fan and close it. Okay, don't put it in the fridge yet. You can put it in the fridge later. Okay, sekarang nampak tak, dia tak mau kuah banyak-banyak. Ini akan pekat dengan sendiri ya bila haba hilang. So dalam 5 minit lagi nanti akan off dan biarkan dia duduk dalam kuah. Memang sedap macam tu kan. Masa hari raya atau dinner apa-apa, wedding ke apa, memang dia orang masak awal. Untuk raya pun dia orang masak dan taruh dalam fridge kan. Memang sedap. Kalau masak ni jangan terus makan, memang tak sedap lah macam tu kan. So lepas 5 minit nanti akan tutup ni dan biar dia sejuk. Nanti bila hidang saya akan tunjuk ya macam mana. Inilah rupa rendang ayam yang aunty buat tadi ya. Dia tak pedas. Dalam skala 1 hingga 10 saya akan kata ini adalah 7 saja. Tapi sedap, simple dan sedap. This is my chicken rendang, and on a scale of 1 to 10 I would rate this 7. It's not very spicy. It will be nice to go with rice or go even with nasi lemak and things like that. So don't forget to like, subscribe and share my recipes. Thank you very much. Bye bye.